Have you ever had the desire to explore an alien planet, eradicate the local denizens, and stick together pieces of garbage to become God? If that's you, you are weird, but not alone. Welcome to Risk of Rain 2, the only roguelike game where you're deathly afraid of precipitation, so you solve that by blowing up the moon. Now normally this game requires skill and intelligence to beat, but seeing as I have neither, I found an alternate way to ascend to godhood, which involves 100,000 health and being literally unable to move, where we're going to be fighting all 3 final bosses of the game in one run. The game starts from picking from a variety of characters, with everybody's favorite man with 2 guns, an acid-spewing dog, and Spider-Man if he was a woman and punched people with a metal arm. But we're going to be using a new character called the False Sun. Now there's a lot of text here, and you know that I don't read very well, so we're gonna ignore most of that, and I will explain the general gist of how this character works as we go along. So we start the game crashing down here onto the planet on the very first level, and already I see the thing that I need to get to. So the main thing we're trying to do is just beat the crap out of all of the natural denizens of the planet. They're not even really doing anything, but I just decided to show up, kill them for their money, and then use that money to open chests that are scattered around the place. I have a couple of abilities. I could hold R to charge my Kamehameha laser and pretty much just vaporize everybody off the planet. I have a right click, which fires these things. I could just smack people with my big stick, and if I hold both mouse 1 and mouse 2, I can hit them with the Omega Dunk. So we could just run around and grab items, which is attack speed. That is pretty dang good. Killing enemies is really important because, I mean, besides my just general want to do that, we also get money for it. So we're gonna get another item and some elusive antlers, which is not too terrible. Although a movement speed is not going to be very important for this run, and you will see exactly why. Right now, we're just gonna keep farming money by dunking on these poor beetles. They don't even know what's going on, and they're already dead. Getting a roll of pennies, which is actually strangely not terrible for what we're going to do. And find the teleporter, which is going to take us to the next stage. And we're gonna wanna stick around here for a little bit to grab money first. And that is an amazing item. Now, if I use this dunk, it should trigger the band, which will explode in a fiery convocation. But I do need to come up here and grab this little altar that is sitting right here. That is gonna give us the ability to go to a special location at the very end of the level. And I'm also gonna wanna come over here to hit this Halcyon Shrine, which will give us a little bit more money as well. It is gonna start sucking away all of my money, but me as the False Sun, I should be pretty much okay to just kill all of the enemies that arise. Hello, fellow golems. Unfortunately, they don't have the same awesome laser beam I do. Goodbye, little beetle. I don't know why this left click and right click has no cooldown. It really should, because it just means I can walk around and go like this. And as soon as this thing is filled up with gold, we are gonna have to fight a boss. I'm not really sure where he's gonna spawn. There he is. Come here. He is pretty strong, but unfortunately he does not have the great dunk, so we should be able to beat him pretty handily. Okay, I say that, and now I am almost dead due to him. I'm just gonna regenerate my health a little bit. Please go away, scary gold man. Ah, okay, there we go. I just had to run away like a coward. Normal stuff. So that is gonna drop a thing over here that I can use to grab some items. Sonorous Whispers, this, and a double jump. Oh my good god. So those are all insanely good items. The feather is going to give me a double jump. The armor plate is going to give me a little bit of damage reduction, and Sonorous Whispers is gonna give monsters a chance to drop items. Also gonna come over here and use this void thing, and oh my god, hopefully not die to a Lemurian in the process. And we are gonna get a void item over here that I'm gonna grab. It could be very bad. It basically gives us an extra life, and it'll corrupt our items if we die. Hopefully that'll never happen. We will get an ATG, which is absolutely insanely good. A stun grenade for stunning, kind of self-explanatory, and then come over here to just hit the teleporter, and now we are gonna have to fight the boss. And yet again, it is a Titan, another golem. How do you do, my good friend? He, again, does not have the ability to do the great dunk like we do, so he stands very little chance against us, and he should be immediately almost dead. There we go. Ooh, a chrono bobble. That sucks. And now I just have to, oh my god, Lemurians, please, chill. Now we just have to sit here while the teleporter charges, continue killing enemies, really just genocide the local beetle population, and we will be able to go to the next stage. All right, that is gonna finish off the stage. I don't think we have any other items we really need to grab, so we're just gonna go ahead and leave and enter this blue portal. That is going to send us to a different location for the temporary time period, which is the hidden realm, the Bazaar Between Time. So if we come over here, we're gonna see the great shopkeeper. Though I do not want to attack him, he will teleport me into hell. Over on the right side is the ability to reforge some of our items, turn our white items. So these are white items, which is like the lowest rarity. Green is uncommon, and then red is basically like the legendary items. But the real trick is that over here is a bunch of lunar items, and these are basically items that have really big bonuses, but also really big debuffs. Most of them suck. This one particularly also sucks, but we're gonna take it anyway. So if I go ahead and I grab this item over here, ignore the fact that I have 387,000 lunar coins. Some might say I didn't do it legitimately, and others would say PC, Windows, program files, Steam, user data, your Steam friend code, 632360, remote, user profiles, this disgusting file, open with, choose another app, notepad, control F, coin, and then type whatever big number you can think of. So this item right here is called the Stone Flux Pauldron, and when I grab it, you're gonna notice I move a lot slower now. This doubles our health, but halves our speed. That's not good. Now, the thing is, there's a little quirk with this. The False Sun specifically gains charges of his lunar spikes through getting more health. Now, as you can see, now we have a lot more charges of the lunar spikes. You can just see it continuously go up and up and up, and in his base kit, he gets more armor and attack speed for each unused lunar spike, or if you use them, he gains HP regen and movement speed. So now that I have 16 stacks of lunar spikes, my attack speed has gone up considerably, and my super laser beam is also now vastly more powerful. Unfortunately, this is now my sprinting speed. If I come over here, I can also refresh the shop, and that is going to let us continuously try and re-roll these items into something that, you know, maybe doesn't suck. And I am gonna come over here and grab a Hellfire Tincture. Don't worry about what that does. We'll get to that later. And then continuously keep rolling until I find my way into this, another Stone Flux Pauldron. Oh yeah, that sprint speed is real good. And oh, look at that. Is that a third Stone Flux Pauldron? You better believe it is. So now my max health is 2.2 thousand. I'm gonna grab this Hellfire Tincture real quick. And now I'm gonna go make my way back to the portal. I'll be right back. Just give me a second, guys. I'll get there soon. In the top right, you can see that as time passes, the game gets more and more difficult, meaning we want to clear stages faster. In this realm between realms, the Bazaar, time does not pass, but in the normal levels, it does. I'm still walking, by the way. We'll get there. We'll get there in time. Come on. Come on. Also, my attack speed is now gotten considerably faster. If I hold these, I just instantly charge this. Even if I grab the extra movement speed orbs from my antlers, it's not gonna make me much faster. And now we are on to the second level, and I need to find some possible way to get to another newt shrine, which is, it's gonna be very difficult. If I use my shift now, it doesn't really take us very far because we're so slow. The enemies are not very scary. Backup mag is actually pretty nice. The enemies aren't scary because I've got so much HP. My regen is pretty good. You can see we're just gonna start walking through the enemies, grabbing items. They're not really a threat anymore. I mean, they're doing their best, but all it takes is one Kamehameha obliteration and they're all dead. Me and this Lemurian are having a nice time together. You know, him and I are good friends. In the meantime, I am just looking for both the teleporter and some other items. Now, trust me, we won't be going this slow forever. We'll be going even slower soon. What I do want to do is try and get up here and see if we can make our way to the newt shrine, which is usually up here. Okay, that might not be so easy. The best I could do is jump up into the air and hope the wisps shoot me, which propels me forward. I could also go a little bit faster by using these spikes. That's gonna let us start to move a little bit faster. You can see it's not completely unbearable now. The enemies are starting to get a little unhappy at my presence. I think it's got something to do with the fact that they've been attacking me for 4 minutes straight and they've not really made much of a dent. All right, fine. Just come here. All right, I'm gonna try again. My hand at getting up here. Okay, thank God. And there is the newt shrine right here. There we go. Now we'll just head back and probably activate the teleporter. I actually don't take fall damage if I jump from a height like... Also, I'm making money not by killing the enemies, but from this roll of pennies, which is giving me even more money every time I take damage. A med kit is absolutely insane because that is going to heal us every time we take damage with a little bit of a delay, but it is percentage-based healing, and with the amount of HP I have, that is extremely good. All right, I will just hit the teleporter and go kill the boss. It is a stone titan again. All I have to do is walk up to him, and now I get to show you what my use item does. He is now going to instantaneously die, and so will everybody else that is in the area. Yeah, go ahead, freeze me. It really doesn't make much of a difference. And they're gonna freeze me again. Try me. Yeah, it's not doing anything. So this use item is called Hellfire Tincture, and it does damage to everything nearby, whether it's an enemy, and then it also does a ton of damage to myself. Thank you, Sonorous Whispers. The thing is, the damage scales based on your max HP, and because my max HP is absolutely insane, it is going to basically kill everything. Now, the downside of it is it does so much damage, it could conceivably kill me when my health gets high enough. But we're gonna try and ignore that and make sure that doesn't happen. So I can pretty much just sit here and we will laser away everybody. Get away from me. There we go. This is just gonna murder everything. And then I have to run over here through the blue portal, not the teleporter. We want to go through as many blue portals as possible because I want as many stone flux pauldrons as possible. And there is some items over here. I'm actually going to grab the so this is going to give us a new ability for our shift, which is called Strides of Heresy. Normally, this ability is not very good, and honestly, it's not very good in of itself, but it does give us the ability to go invulnerable for a little bit and move around, which is going to be very helpful very, very soon. Also, there's another stone pauldron. Thank you very much. And there is another stone pauldron. Thank you again. The movement speed is beginning to slow down as if it wasn't already extraordinarily slow. I'm actually going to grab another Strides of Heresy and one more stone flux pauldron. Now, if I'm being completely honest, the optimal way to do this is you only really need like one of these, but it's much more fun if I have 6 or even more than that if possible. It moves so slow now. Oh, it's so painful, but I did this to myself, so I really only have me to blame. I would prefer to go to this map. Thank you very much. This is going to be extraordinarily difficult to move. I now have 35 stacks of lunar spikes, which means my attack speed looks a little something like this. And now if I fire all 35 of them, I can begin moving at a slightly reasonable-ish pace. Basically, the more lunar spikes we have, the more tanky and the higher attack speed we're gonna have, but it's also gonna slow us down, so we're trying to manage whether we use them or we keep them. All right, now we're on to stage 3, and the timer's getting relatively high, which is very unfortunate, but there's also not much we can do about that given our current predicament. All right, I am actually going to make a very questionable decision here, and I am going to grab a bustling fungus. This item is not very good, but it is also probably one of the only ways that I'm gonna be able to heal for the 5,400 HP I need to. There are a lot of enemies, and fortunately I have my laser. Oh my God, I don't even know what's going on, to be honest. Trying to find items has become so incredibly painful. Delicate Watch. Actually, Delicate Watch is really good with us. Oh, Wake of Vultures is not bad. That's gonna let us steal the enemy's powers if there's something like overload. Wait, that's actually not good, is it? So now half my HP is shields, which would actually reduce the number of lunar spikes I have. I might not have thought that through correctly. One of the interesting things, though, about having this Shadow Fade, the Strides of Heresy, is when I use the Hellfire Tincture over here, it's gonna start dealing damage to enemies and ourselves, but while I'm in my shift, it doesn't really deal the damage the same way. So I could basically use my shift, then use Hellfire Tincture, and I am immune to the damage that Hellfire Tincture causes, but it is still going to deal a whole bunch of damage to everybody around me. What I'm looking for in an item is there's an item called Wax Quail, which is going to let us basically break this entire strategy because all of the movement speed we lose, we're basically going to get all of it back if we can find one. If not, this is going to be a very, very, very painful transaction. Also, it's very nice. The fire imps hitting me actually gives me a ton of money because of my roll of pennies, but they can't out-deal damage of my healing. All right, you guys have invaded my personal space for long enough. Goodbye. All right, finally, I was looking for the newt shrine all around the the map to allow us to go back to the bazaar between time. And it only took me like 7 minutes to walk around the map just to try and find it. Oh, I love these enemies. They're so cool. Dead is what I meant. All right, cool. So the teleporter is right over here, which is pretty great. We could just come over here and activate this now. And, oh, it's an imp overlord. He's gonna teleport right on top of me and also kill himself immediately. If you don't know what's going on right now, it's okay. You're not alone. I also don't really know. Also, personal shield generator is really good. The downside of this Hellfire Tincture is that it does so much damage. It is ungodly. But that damage is also done to me, and so if we're not careful by using the Strides of Heresy to protect ourselves, we may accidentally kill ourselves. All right, that's the teleporter done, and I do still want to look around to grab a little bit of loot, even if it takes, please tell me that's a wax quail printer. It is a chronobobble printer. Incredibly useless. There's also a scrapper here, which is really nice. That's gonna let us turn our items into scrap, which we can print into other items. An energy drink, wow, energy drink is 25% speed while sprinting, which actually gets reduced by a factor of like 1 billion due to all the stuff we have. All right, and all I had to do was spend, I don't know how much time I spent on this stage. How much was it? I don't remember exactly, but I'm sure it was an appalling amount. What up, Mr. Shopkeeper? I'm sure he's just looking at me like, dude, you need to stop coming here. You have a problem. And it looks like Luminous Shot is going to be my solution. Oh, this item is really, really good. Don't look at me with those judging eyes. I'm gonna take these 3 additional Stone Flux Pauldrons and oh yeah, we are getting fast. I mean, this speed is truly something incredible and out of this world. So if I jump all the ways down here, there is actually a secret level, which is all the ways in this little cave. For those of you who are familiar with it, you're probably gonna be yelling at your screen right now. Don't enter the void fields, you're gonna die. And there is a solid chance that you are correct. However, I am going to enter the void fields anyway. All the ways down here is a portal to a new area, and this area is a bit problematic. It is called the void fields, and as soon as we get into there, it is a massive void area where I need to immediately activate this because the timer is going to be ticking if I don't. If I stand outside, it does a lot of damage. The thing is, it does damage according to your max health. I have a lot of max health. Also, I don't appreciate the flaming bronze contraptions that I'm fighting. So basically, there are these void vents, and as long as we stay inside of them, we are not going to take damage. And so on the top right, you can see we just have to charge it. The enemies aren't really a problem. I mean, that giant metal ball just kind of bounces off my head. Yeah, it just boing. So this is gonna give us an item. We can select from 3. I am gonna grab, foolishly, not the movement speed. So all the ways over here, I need to make it to the next void vent, or I could conceivably die. You can see how quickly I'm taking damage now. I could sit in the bungus, and this is going to allow me to regenerate my HP. Oh God, the damage doubled again. Come on, make it in. Whew. So the biggest risk here is that I have to actually get from place to place without dying, which is surprisingly difficult. All right, that is another void field done, and we actually got super lucky, and I don't know why I grabbed the personal shield generator. I should have grabbed the other thing. So we got super lucky, and we got a void vent that is right over here. Come on, you can make it. I believe in you. On the right side, there are going to be more enemies that spawn in the area, and there are also going to start getting items themselves. So they're going to get some of the items that we have, or that we can get access to. Unfortunately, nothing they can do is really strong enough. These bulls are going to charge me and then instantaneously die. Not to mention the Kamehameha beam, which is very effective against pretty much everything here. And another item, which I desperately need to grab the movement speed, actually. And, oh God, the void vent is all the ways over there. That is actually a big problem. I need to quickly sit here for just a second and regenerate enough HP to keep going. I used my bottle and, come on. Oh my God, okay. It actually revived me. I forgot that it was gonna do that. No, it actually revived me with all of my spikes intact, which is really, really bad because I need to get over here. So our extra life just corrupted and it turned all of our items into new versions of themselves. Wait, we got weeping fungus. Oh my God, we could do this now. I'm not gonna lie, I actually thought I was just gonna die in the void, and I cursed the recording the moment I got into the void vents because I realized I made a big mistake. But it might might actually be possible to do this because of the weeping fungus, which I think is going to give us percentage-based healing. We shall see. It should give me a pretty sizable amount of healing every single tick, which is very nice. Yes, it is actually barely out healing the void vents just for the time being. What I really have to hope for is that I get a wax quail, and if I get one of those, we are actually going to be completely okay. It is a little funny that none of the enemies here... Actually, wait a minute. The enemies have bleed now. Okay, that could actually be bad. Oh my god, no. They're knocking me into the void. This is really bad. Please let me back in. Please, guys. Oh no, I actually corrupted into singularity band. This could be okay. I actually want to quickly leave the void because I have to get this chest. I really, really want wax quail, and I have to take all the risks to get it. Leeching seed is garbage. Thank you for knocking me towards the thing. Oh my god. I have very little autonomy over what I am and not doing. I'm kind of just relying on the enemies to not smack me into the void. All right, void vet completed and more complete garbage. I think I can actually get to that without dying successfully. I've only got a couple more void vents to go. We're at 5 out of 9, and so it's not inconceivable that we're able to do this. With some bad RNG though, it won't really matter, and we'll probably die if we get really unlucky and we get 2 random void vent spawns that are too far from each other. So we're gonna have to just hope that doesn't happen. Oh my god, the leeching seed triggers. One of the items I got is plasma shrimp, and plasma shrimp is insanely good for us. It's gonna give us a little bit of a shield, and whenever we hit enemies, as long as we have a shield, it's gonna fire missiles. But the shield scales on your HP, so I have like a 2,000 hit point shield. All right, wax quail, please. Wax quail! Oh my god, it's possible. So the reason that wax quail is so insanely good is if I'm sprinting and I jump, it gives me a speed boost. This little speed boost is completely irregardless of your movement speed. So that means that despite my movement speed being incredibly, incredibly low, it is going to give me a continuous speed boost that I can use to jump around the map. Now, there are some downsides to this, namely the fact that as we go on, it's gonna get really hard to control my character, which it's already kind of hard to do that, but it should make the void vents actually somewhat achievable. Also, I'm surprised that Elder Lemurians got added in here, but nothing in the void vents so far is actually a realistic threat. They show up and then instantly get sucked into a black hole and die. And a chance doll is actually really, really good. I will fire off all of these to gain the speed boost, and then I have to hope that we are actually able to make it. Okay, that's not super far away. This is doable. All right, we're at 7 out of 9 vents, which means it's this one and 1 more vent to go, and then the void fields will be cleared and the whole void damage thing will be over. Oh, it feels so good to be able to finally move again. I mean, this is just me jumping and sprinting, and my walking speed looks like this. And this is at max speed. I mean, this is with all of my lunar spikes gone. All right, and we are gonna get Sail Star, which is incredible. And I am gonna be really hopeful that I think I can make it over to this last vent. Come on, Golem, I believe in you. You can see how insane the damage scaling is on the void with just how quickly we are taking damage. The numbers that you're seeing are just getting so high. The void fields has been changed in Risk of Rain 2 like 4 or 5 or more times than that. It will forever be in a state of limbo because it is changed every like couple of months. And the current iteration makes it so because of the damage scaling, characters like Engineer will literally die before they reach one of the cell vents. I'm sure it was unintentional and will probably get changed at some point again, but if it gets reverted again, I will eat my words. And that is the last cell vent done, and it is gonna give us a red item. And all of them are okay. I am gonna take this one probably, Growth Vector. Your buffs grant increase to all stats. Wait, that's gonna give me more health, isn't it? And now I have to take the arduous process of running around and grabbing all of the items on here. Now that we've completed the cell vents, the timer is no longer going up, which is nice. All right, I've scoured the rest of the map for items, and I think we've got everything. I do not want to go through that portal because that is to a boss that we will probably be fighting at the end of the game. But now we can go back through this null portal, and that is gonna bring us right back to, I think, stage 4. And there we go, perfect. My attack speed has very quickly gone from this at the start of the game to this at this point now. Anytime an enemy gets near me, they're just instantly vaporized because there's this insane golem swinging at the speed of light. My laser charge is almost instantaneous. We basically are just gonna murder everything in in here. There we go. The speed at which I use my right clicks is very, very quick, and I want to use them to keep my speed bonus up. So under here is a red chest that costs 7,000. All right, well, we'll just go get that money real quick. Come here. Oh, corrupt Lemurian. Yeah, you're very dead, sir. Corrupt bells, more corrupt things. You know, there's a lot of scary enemy. Oh my god, that's just like all Lemurians, and now it's all extraordinarily dead Lemurians. I don't even know what enemy that is. It's not even doing that much damage to me. All right, now I can open the red chest and use the sale star to get 2 red items from it, and I mean, Wake of Vortos isn't really that helpful. Head Stompers is interesting. It's gonna let us jump a lot higher. Also, there is the teleporter, and Encrusted Key is amazing. Oh my god, do my eyes deceive me? That is another wax quail, and that is going to give us, look at that insane movement speed. We are just zooming at this point, zooming upwards, because wow, I really should have taken Head Stompers, should I? All right, I have been looking for the Newt Shrine, and I am going to give up. I'm fairly sure I know where it is, but it's gonna take me about 10 minutes to get there. Oh, actually, I take it back, and never mind, it's actually right over here. And oh my god, is this really what my speed is like while I'm sprinting? This is so painful. When I have 47 stacks, I cannot move. Fortunately, I can move very quickly by doing this, and that is going to give me a Lysate cell. I will take that, which will give me an extra charge of my Mega Laser Beam, and another Safer Spaces, which is also pretty good. That periodically gives me a damage blocking shield. And now it is definitely time for us to leave because I have been on this stage for far too long. A Glacial Scorchworm. Wait, really? That's the boss? Sir, I think you, oh my god, what's happening? All right, I think he came to the wrong neighborhood. Wax Quail. Something I didn't realize, if I jump up high, I can actually use Head Stompers. There we go. Even while I'm invulnerable because of my Strides of Heresy. And there is the level done. I really don't want to be here for any longer than I already have been. Just casually ignoring all of the enemies bombing and shooting me. Because, yeah, they're doing their best. Unfortunately, their best isn't very good. Oh, I see the problem. The game is trying to get rid of all my money, but my roll of pennies keeps giving me more. They actually stalled me from entering the teleporter for like a solid amount of time. What up, Mr. Shopkeeper? I'm back. I'm sure he's excited to see his best customer. Unfortunately, we only got 1 Stone Flux Pauldron this time. We're only up to a measly 20,000 health. I know, pretty pathetic. Actually, I think I am gonna risk it on Aegis. I lost 1 Stone Quail, but I think Aegis shouldn't be too bad because if I get some more Weeping Fungi, Aegis makes it so that all of our healing past our full HP grants us a temporary barrier. And I believe if I use something like this, we will slowly begin to actually gain barrier because of our Weeping Fungus. And there is the, oh no, we're on this one. I probably should have tried to get on the other stage, but it's probably okay. So this is the final stage before the normal boss, but we are actually going to be doing something different. Also, these enemies are annoying, so I get to press Q and instantly kill everything in the area. So we're gonna wanna come up here and find the teleporter as fast as we can, because we are not gonna be going to the final boss, Mithrix, just yet. We are going to be looping, because that is how we are going to be able to fight the false sun, who kind of looks a little bit like us, probably because he is literally us. But honestly, we're kind of like the better version of him because let's be honest here. Oh wait, we actually got a Halcyon Shrine right here. Never mind, I can just use this shrine, which is going to allow us to get to the false sun. Also, please, everybody stand back. I'd like to blow myself up for just a second. I didn't even realize with how high we can jump, the dunk has become unbelievable. This is Space Jam level of dunk. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit lost as to what's going on right now. I just know that I'm continuously I don't even know what this elite does. I just know that I can knock him back off the platform, and now I'm not gonna worry about him anymore. Oh, shoot. Well, that just instantly killed the boss. These glasses I have right here have a 0.5 chance to just instantly kill an enemy, and that is exactly what they did. And looking at these items, we have, come on, just let me get to them. We have, oh, that is amazing, and also that is amazing. So I am actually going to go through this gold portal, and that is a bit lucky because it is going to send us not to the false sun, but it is going to send us to another secret level. This is the Gilded Coast, and yeah, good shot. Come on, no, keep shooting at me. It's gonna work work this time, guys. So this is a secret area with a secret boss called Aurelian. Oh my god, everything is dying. I don't even know why I'm bothering to attack anymore because this is so effective. Oh, I remember why. Because it will literally kill me because I have 16,000 HP. I don't even know what's going on over there. I'm not attacking and everything is just dying. Come on, propel me forward. Okay, they can't even hit me when I'm trying to get them to hit me. So we're gonna need to run around and hit all of these little beacons over here, the Halcyon beacons. Technically, if I really wanted to, I could just sit in this realm and farm forever because I have Sonorous Whispers, which allows us to loot items from the elites, and the timer doesn't move. Now, I'm not going to do that because I'm lazy, but it is a viable strategy. Also, I really need to hit all of these shrines because I'm kind of missing all of them. So that is gonna spawn our boy Aurelianite over here, and he is invincible until I hit all of these beacons. Fortunately, none of the enemies do even remotely enough damage for me to really care a whole lot. There we go. Thank you for the speed boost. All right, and now we can just walk over to Aurelianite, say hello to him while I'm frozen, and press Q and watch as everything is immediately obliterated at the behest of our massive max HP. So that's gonna give us a Halcyon seed over here, which we can use for some shenanigans later when we're at Teleporter. And the final enemies left here are called children, or at least they were called children until I blasted them into space. And on this channel, we have a motto, and it is always delete the child. So this will send us all the ways back to stage 1, actually, which means we need to go and find another Halcyon shrine in order to fight the boss. Usually one spawns, and okay, that is a scary enemy. I take it back. Those are one of the few enemies that can actually just kill us in one hit instantly. When they die, they explode and they kill everyone in the radius. Okay, this is getting a little silly. I'm trying my best to actually... I can see the Halcyon Shrine. I am just like physically prohibited from getting there. All right, finally, now we can go and hit this shrine, kill the Guardian in about 3 seconds, and run away from this Void Fiend because he could very easily kill me. And oh my, okay, the amount of enemies spawning is a little much. All I am trying to do is literally get a single item, and the game does not want that to happen. So that spawned over there a green portal, and we're gonna wanna go through that in just a second. Oh yeah, at teleporter events, because we have that Halcyon seed, we also have Aurelianite, who is going to help us actually complete the teleporter events. Not that I really need a lot of help. Actually, can I kill Aurelianite? Because my Hellfire Tincture, oh my god, Aurelianite's getting destroyed. And it is literally all my fault. There are so many items dropping due to the Sonorous Whispers, which is insane how good that item is. And it's official, we've actually killed Aurelianite. Not even my allies are safe in this game, it seems. Actually, correction. Especially not my allies. Okay, so I just got Pocket ICBM. That's gonna give us a bit more damage on our missile items, which I'm pretty sure that actually applies to the... Oh, yeah, that's it. So I'm just gonna print a whole bunch of missile launchers into these plasma shrimp, which I'm fairly sure do still actually activate the requirements. The downside is that it seems like I have inadvertently deleted all of my wax quails. That is not very good, but I'm pretty sure 12 plasma shrimp is probably enough to no longer have to care about anything anymore. So going through the green portal is going to get us into the next level of the kind of green stuff, and yep, it seems like printing those plasma shrimp was in fact a good idea. Oh my goodness, everything dies. Oh, and that is a scavenger, which is fantastic. So we are gonna be able to kill... He is dead. I'm trying to explain what things are, and they're simply dying before I even have the chance. So now I can open this guy's bag, and it's gonna give us a lot of extraordinarily good items. Brilliant Behemoth makes everything of ours explode, and all of those other items that probably do something, but quite frankly, I could not be bothered to actually explain them because they probably don't matter that much. And we have to just hit the teleporter real quick and watch as everything dies extremely fast. Where is the boss? What is the boss? Okay, the boss is a stone titan whose location is, I think he's up here. And oh my god, I shot him like 3 times. So with that completed, now we get to go through this green portal again. And that is gonna send us to the next stage in the kind of green portal saga. And then I am going to spawn in and everything is instantly going to start dying. It's just, yeah, good. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What did the wildlife do to deserve me? And it looks like the teleporter is right here. So we're gonna be able to open that soon super fast and just get to the next level and grab another safer spaces. And the bosses are, how quickly do they die? Yeah, that's gonna happen again. So someone who knows more about this game could correct me here, but the way that the stone pauldrons work, the formula is a little weird. Every time I pick up one of these little antler bubbles over here, which gives me a bit more speed, the amount of speed seems extremely disproportional, which makes me think that it gets added as a flat amount after the stone pauldrons, making me much faster than I really should be. The same goes for a couple of the other speed items, where for whatever reason, it seems like they make me way faster than I really have any right being. All right, I have ransacked this level completely, and we'll just enter through the next green portal, which will get us to the boss stage. So now we're gonna need to make it all the ways up to there, and the game is not gonna be so kind as to what it throws at us on the way down or on the way up, because the moment that we step off this platform, and there is the squad. Actually, wait, these guys give me items, don't they? So I'm actually gonna kill the bosses. Yeah, thanks for the free items. Wait a minute, this gives me a very degenerate idea. Because this stage spawns a whole bunch of large monsters and bosses, I am very curious to see that because the time does not pass in the top right and all the bosses spawn items, can I just endlessly sit on this stage? Okay, unfortunately the bosses don't seem to respawn. It's possible to get the items from the elites, but once again, I am extraordinarily lazy, so I am not going to do that. Also, I was not paying attention to the fact that I somehow almost just died. Hold on, what's going on with my HP bar? I am over my HP right now. What's happening? I'm sure there's a logical explanation for it, because I know that Gearbox is famous for their excellent programming and lack of any kind of bugs. There are some items that we can print around here, but none of them are really all that good, or I don't want to lose the items I already have, so I'm not gonna bother. But right up here, we are going to get to the final boss, or one of 3 bosses, I should say, because we are going to be killing all of the bosses in this run. So I've got all 54 stacks of my lunar shards. I've got 3 charges of my R, and quite frankly, my guy looks like he is really not having any of it. This is my sprinting speed, this is my normal movement speed, and if I'm using my R, I basically cannot move. All right, Mr. False Sun, let's see which one of us is really the false sun. I'm not gonna do that. Well, it seems like it is him, because he... I'm so sorry, little one. I'm so sorry. Now we are in phase 2 of the false sun fight, and phase 2 is not gonna last very long because it looks like he's gonna die before he even gets to any of his unique gameplay mechanics. I actually kind of forgot there was a 3rd phase, and oh my god, it spawned Aurelionite, and I instantly killed him. We do actually have a bit of a problem here. He's taken all of my abilities in phase 3, and I need to get over to this thing before I die. Okay, hold on. No, come on. Don't kill me. I'm so close. There we go. Now he is super dead. Oh, look, he dropped a wax quail. Approach the shrine. Yeah, just give me a second. I'll be there. I'll be there. Wow, I get to choose between these items, and I will choose this. Summon an alpha construct upon killing an elite. That is gonna be kind of insane. Also, this is my normal swing speed. Man, he is really taking his time to look menacing against this shrine, isn't he? So normally this will end the game. We get to touch and then offer an item, but as long as we don't offer an item, then we are able to go through this portal, and it is going to take us back. And now we are back on stage 10, where I could already see immensely large damage numbers. I don't even know what that thing is, and now we are just gonna end this little rivalry over here by immediately killing everyone. It took me about 3 seconds, and I now have enough money to buy this legendary chest, which is going to give me War Bonds and Growth Nectar number 2. Now, there's really only one thing that I think can make this build considerably better, and it starts with more and ends with Stone Pauldrons. This is going to let us go ahead and actually fight Mithrix, who is the normal final boss of the game, by going back through these portals, witnessing every single thing explode, and me having little idea of how it even did that. Oh my god, I've never moved this fast in my life. And then charge the teleporter fully, and I am then just gonna try and find a scrap real quick. Oh my god, I almost just killed myself. I thought this Transcendence was a Stone Flux Pauldron for a second, and I almost picked it up. That would have converted all my health into shields, and would actually render me, I think, having 0 stacks of lunar spikes, and I would probably lose. This is all your fault, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry, I killed the And this is the stage before the Mithrix fight, and we have all kinds kinds of void seeds everywhere. I don't know why there's so many. Maybe they just happen when you loot more. And of course, they're almost completely dead now. I don't even know what I'm fighting anymore. I just know that it's probably not going to survive for very long. I'm hardly even trying to fight the enemies anymore. I'm kind of just moving around, and everything is sort of just dying anyway. The end game Risk of Rain experience. Yep, there we go. Pretty much wherever I look just instantly dies every time I use the laser anyways by now. It's because the laser fires so fast that these Lost Seers... Okay, I also have 9 of these. So that means there is a near 5% chance every time I hit someone that it instantly kills them. It doesn't apply on bosses, but the end result of that is this thing shoots so quickly that basically everything just dies immediately anyway. And there we go, another one. Oh, and that is extremely scary. I do not want to be near these guys. You can see that when they explode, that will kill everything in the area. At this point, I'm clearing the map because the fireworks that are activating every time I use an item just kill everything on the whole map. I just looked down and I realized I have full overheal because of the Aegis, and honestly, I'm not even sure how. We're almost at 100,000 health, and now it's pretty much time to go and fight Mithrix. Oh, wow, the grandparents are very scary. They were very scary. I still have not found a scrapper, unfortunately, which is, you know, very unfortunate. This build is basically unplayable without a scrapper, as you can see. It's just far too hard, but I guess we'll just have to make do. So this is the final level where we go to fight Mithrix. It's a very long walk, and I'm not very quick for this part of the game. Normally, by stage 12, you are literally zooming across the map every time you press one button. Me, on the other hand, I prefer to just run around with my many how many bunguses do I have? I've got 9 weeping fungi, and I am nearly at 10,000 or 100,000 hit points constantly. How quickly will you die? Very is the right answer. Wait, why am I slow now? Oh my god, that enemy was perfected, which means that he because of Wake of Vultures, it turns all of my, there we go, see, it temporarily turns all of my hit points into shields, which actually reduces all of my stats by like several hundred percentages or something. If there was a potential way for me to die, that would probably be it. And now it's gonna happen again when I kill these guys over here. And looks like I'm back down to my base speed again. Ah, I love walking, don't you? I get to observe the terrain and see how beautiful it is. The enemies are actually helping me out quite a bit. There we go, there we go. I'm kind of trying to get them to shoot me in the back, but they're too inaccurate. Come on, hit me. It lets me move forward. So the normal way to get to Mithrix is you've got to do all of these pillars, which are spread around. You can see them kind of hovering in the sky, but I'm fairly sure that I actually have the movement speed where I can just try and fly up myself. Come on, a little bit higher. No, no. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do this the way it was intended, unfortunately. Wait, no. Please, I take it back. I never played a game as it was intended, and I'm not about to start now. All right, just a little bit further. I think we can make it barely. Come on, I'm so close. I'm so close. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, please. Oh, no. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to actually start playing the game as intended. All right, and way too much time later, and that is all of the pillars charged. And several minutes after that, we're gonna get propelled all the ways up to the final boss arena and actually go and fight Mithrix. So I have a bit of a plan here. Don't worry, it's a really good one. Wait, please tell me this works. Come on, spawn in, Mithrix. All right, and now he is almost dead. One more. And goodbye, Mithrix. Now it is time for the very scary phase 2, which is where I hold R and I look over at all of the different enemies and watch them die instantly. And Mithrix is back. Oh my goodness, I can't believe there's a phase 3 and it involves him getting completely shredded. All right, now this is the scary part where Mithrix is going to take our items. The thing is, I don't know what he does with my stone flux pauldrons. So, wait, it took so long to take all my items that I get to now just kill him while he's doing it. I am so sorry, Mithrix. So, I have 67 stacks of, there we go. I need to offload all of my different crystals because we need to run. In just a little bit of time, the entire ship is going to blow up and we need to get out of here. Or the entire planet is going to blow up, slightly bigger. So normally you would defend this rescue ship and then that would lead you off the planet, yada yada, a whole bunch of good stuff. But if we run all the ways past this and right back to where we respawned in while trying to avoid actually killing these guys, because the moment we do, they may kill us accidentally. Wow, I'm trying to spare them, and I physically can't do it. And with 1 minute to go, we're gonna come all the way over here, and there is a frog. That's it. That's all I wanted to show you. But if we pet the frog, and then we pet him again, and then again, and we keep doing this like 10 times, and watch as the fireworks just stream from the... Oh my god, it's beginning to lag. Oh no, the fireworks are starting to explode. My computer. Oh my god, what did I do? All the fireworks are falling at once. Okay, my game almost crashed there. But when we go into the portal, now we are in the deep void. It's like the normal void, but a lot deeper. Right down here, we are going to meet our good friend. Oh, the void, actually. Hold on a minute. Right down here is the actual final boss, Mr. Big Voidling. And he is already taking a sizable amount of damage. As you can see, he does do a lot of damage. Unfortunately for him, that lot of damage is against my 80k health, and he's not doing so much. How much damage does this do to me? I'm just curious. Okay, well, apparently none. So he's gonna go and escape into void area number 2, and now we need to follow him. Ironically, if I'm in here for too long, I will die. It seems I found the true final boss of the void, and it is literally just climbing these things because I'm so immobilized. Oh, hey, Mr. Void. So he's gonna start throwing us around into all the other stages, and I don't know how many times I have to beat him. Wow, yeah, the laser actually does almost no damage to me. And now we are off to the next portal. Genuinely, if I did not have 9 weeping funguses, I would die on the platforming section, and there would be nothing I could do about it. The Voidling has seen what my laser does, but how does he feel about the Hellfire Tincture? Actually, it does surprisingly little damage. What's going on? You know, I think there would be no better way to close off Risk of Rain 2 than by dying to something I don't even know what killed me. An entire 105-minute run where I got all of these fantastic items only to die at the very end to some bullshit I didn't even know about. And that is why I love this game. Either way, thanks for watching. See ya.